Okay. That was weird. Why is it showing like this? Like it didn't do that before. Like, god damn it. Can I hide you, please? Can I hide you as a bar, please? Hello, please. Why? Because this is not a stream. Like, right? Like, why can't I? Can I hide this? No. If I stop there, does it? Okay, it doesn't. It's never done that before. Okay, I guess. I guess that works. I might need to bump off the volume actually on the microphone and stuff that, and maybe bring this volume down instead, right? And bring like down the actual, you know, because I want to make sure that you can hear me properly and stuff that. Because yeah, so the new expansion came out 2 or 3 days ago, I think it was. But I was not able to play it immediately. I was only able to play it yesterday. And that was because I didn't try the workaround, because I had a white screen of death. Some people are saying that you need to put down the bitrate, but you don't. I'm still using a 32 bitrate, but it's the hertz value that you need to turn on. So I turned down from 192,000, so 192,000 hertz, which is studio quality. I turned that down to 48,000. That's still studio quality because it's still 32 bits. I didn't need to go down to 24 bit or 16 bits. There are some people that decided to, I'm gonna go down to 24 bit or 16 bit. No, stay at whatever the highest bit rate you're at, but just go down in the hertz value. So I don't know why that was a thing, you know, that, you know, changed, you know, or whatever, you know. I don't know why. But yeah. So I only have 3 unlocks left to do, basically pretty much. This one, of course, is technically, you can say this is easiest to do on, if you just want to do this quickly, you can just do it on the Queen Sigma character. This one has been annoying because I could have gotten this several times, but I decided to hurry on a few maps yesterday, which I didn't need to do. Technically, we could do it on the same stage as this, but the main problem is then I won't be able to farm the eggs that I want to do and stuff that, because I'm uncertain if I can do it on the map or not. Because one thing, I did go and do a thing that's not part of the newest DLC. So the newest DLC is of course Tides of the Foscari, I believe it's called. And yeah, but there was also a stage that did come out before that, before Tides of the Foscari. I still only have 7 sealed here and stuff that. You can of course, you know, do the sealing thing, you know, to make it easier to have certain things, you know, show up and stuff that, you know, which can be powerful and stuff that. So yeah, only missing one thing here so far. Only really missing one thing. But yeah. But the thing is, of course, the expansion weapons here are the first, all of these 3 here. If I go to where it is, so that's spell string. Then you have spell stream, spell strike, and those combine into spell storm. That's from the spellcaster character, which is pretty much, it's kind of a bit gauntlet-esque, you could say, except of course you don't get any of the characters immediately. You need to unlock her first, so you need to play with another character first. Then of course you unlock the warrior guy, which is basically based on guts because Dragon Slayer, so he has the Excalibur, and then you can get the Legionnaire. And the Excalibur is, yeah, kinda, I don't know if it's supposed to be the whole Excalibur parody or whatever, right? Or if it's supposed to sound similar to the, I don't know what's the name of the sword. If it's just called like Dragon Slayer in Guts or not. And stuff like that. And then you have the Flash Arrow, so you get the Rainier last, basically the arch character that has Flash Arrow, and it gets Millionaire. And then of course there's also the Prismatic Missile, and the Luminaire, and the Shadow Servant, and the Ophion, and the Academy Badge, Silver Sliver, and Party Pooper. Pot Pooper I have not tried out yet, and stuff like that. But one thing you can notice is these 2. Chaos Malachite allows Motasu to morph when reaching level 80, and Apoplexy allows you to buy the Charm power up. So the Charm is really useful. So the charm, if we're going on power up here, I should probably invest into the curse eventually. But yeah, this maximum level of seal, but you can of course get more levels from seal here and stuff like that. But yeah, so now the thing is, this seal is of course not the same because this one is the one from specifically from the thing and stuff like that. But yeah, but you can also charm here. So increase enemy spawn quantity per rank, 20 per rank, max 100. So that just makes it so that more enemies spawn. This of course will make enemies stronger, which can be a bit tricky. You can notice quite a lot of eggs on Maruto here. And if we go back to one of the older characters, the one that I got the most on before was on the tree, which can also be oh Christmas tree, you know, because I only have 59% decreased movement speed compared to 90% that it has like a normal or something like that. Which is a big deal, by the way, so you kind of want to get the wings as quickly as possible, which is why, you know, sealing stuff is very useful. I still haven't gotten the missing now, because the missing now is just super expensive all the time, and it seems also that this price keeps scaling up for whatever weird reason and stuff like that. But yeah, we have, of course, so these are the three characters, you know, basically the spellcaster, the wizard, pretty much. The wizard, the warrior, or barbarian, or whatever it is in Gauntlet, and then ranger, right, archer, basically the archer style character. Then of course these two requires unlocking. One of them you unlock with Eleanor, which is gonna, or yeah, it is, you know, Viv, I believe, and Maruto you unlock Luminaire with, or maybe it's reverse. No, it's actually Maruto unlocks Luminaire. Because when Eleanor is fighting that boss character, you have like Luminaire and stuff like that. So yeah, I believe it was in that order. And the Rotting Ghoul, of course, is interesting. I haven't tried out that character yet, but yeah. And the thing is, I want to, of course, eventually, you know, do it on Poe, you know, and stuff like that, and get his thing up. The thing that is good now, it's remember whatever thing you have. And by the way, this is just a code that you input. So you permanently get the Halloween style skins and stuff that like spooky season. Of course, there is no more or super many Christmas skins yet. It is a bit weird though that it's mostly the base character that has like alternative skins. I could definitely want to see like more alt skins and stuff. That I don't know if they should sell it as like DLC or whatever, you know, or stuff like that, you know, and whatever, you know. Because I feel like, right, because there are certain characters, of course, that are based on certain enemies, and I do think there are some interesting enemies out there you can have, you know, and stuff that could become like characters and stuff that, because, you know, there's just a lot of interesting things they could do. It was so weird with the whole panel showing up there to the side, because I just pressed the normal, like, recording thing, and it has never done that before. I don't know if there is a setting that I need to go in and change or whatever, but yeah. So I should do with this character then, yeah. And I mean, we are very close on getting the thing. So that's the Bat Country, which is really good to get the cash in. But the stage that we want to be doing is Lake Foscari. So basically Lake Foscari and Abyss Foscari are the two new stages. So it's more than one stage. Although technically, you could technically say like the Tiny Bridge you can unlock without the Mount Moonspell DLC. But you could kind of say that Tiny Bridge was kind of a prologue to Mount Moonspell. All things considering you unlock the Oni there and stuff like that, you know, so yeah. Bad Country is pretty interesting because it's basically like Green Hill Zone, but it's like the bonus stage thing. It's the bonus stage thing basically from Sonic. And the funny thing with music here is that you have the parody music that was part of the whole, what do you call it, the April Fool thing. So you have Kazuo of the Foscari, which is the team of the Lake Foscari, like the parody music. An introduction to Kazuo, which is her team, but a Kazuo version. Slaying Kazoos, hiding Kazoo, and then of course you have the Legacy of the Moonspell, but then you have the real, like, the sort of Foscari Introduction to Sorcery, Slaying Dragons, Hide and Steal, The Heart of the World, Ashes of the Vanished, Coast Abyss, Foscari music. But you saw there was some music that kind of showed up there for a very, very short time. But I haven't been able to permanently unlock that yet. I don't know what is to come out for that. So we're gonna go with Hyper. We're gonna go with Lake Foscari. I mean, technically, if you would do one Endless, I believe you could just unlock the thing, the 100,000 kills in that. But we will see how it goes. Hopefully I should be able to do it on the Lake Foscari. That's right. I mean, the Gemini is actually really good with this weapon, by the way, because you get 2, you know, of the thing. But there aren't that many weapons that have the 2, and most of them have, like, locked and stuff like that. Like, the birds are really good to have it with, you know, the guns are, of course, really, really good to have it with, especially, you know, and stuff like that, but yeah. The wake thing is, of course, really, really good. Now, the thing is, of course, if I have it... Wait, do I have it still set on max 1 weapon? Wait, let me check just. Yeah, okay. I should have noticed that. My bad. I forgot that I did a thing with one of the characters. Because I was basically doing a run with Luminaire where I had it set to 1 weapon on a certain stage, basically to see, like, in bat counter, basically to see how powerful it was with only 1 weapon, and then going with the whole, you know, with whole, you go with a card that makes it so that, oh, if you only have 1 weapon, it's like super, super powerful, so you get a lot of might. So let's do that again. Clear the world eater, basically. I forgot what music we went with even. Let's just go with the regular types of the Foscari music then. I guess let's just go with the normal speed instead of the hyper speed. Okay. Divine Bloodlines is of course really good because of the retaliatory effect. This thing can be really good if you want to pick up a lot of the stuff, because it pulls down in everything. Man, 1 amount, that is very, very good though. This thing is really good for all the slice weapons, and the only thing I have, or I don't think I actually banned the knife. I don't think I did, so all of these weapons are available for that. This thing is really good, by the way, if you're focusing on area, because the thing is, continuous chain between -25 and +25, but then over 10 seconds. I don't know if that's like all the time. I think it is, but then you gain 1% area per level, so that's, you know, very important. Bloodstone Mass also really good. This one is the powerful one. Give 3 rerolls, keep them banished. 10% might and 8% cooldown for each active enemy slot or weapon slot left empty. So the thing you want to do if you want to go for the ban strat, you want to make sure that you have only max 2 weapons, so that you can roll for things, so that you can ban things actually and stuff like that. So yeah, Gemini is so good though. But I feel the armor is just too worth to take here. So yeah, I don't know how difficult this will get here. Do we reroll already here? And none of those are worth. Wow, okay. Santa Water is really good, by the way, for the thing we're going to be doing here. Yeah, I definitely want Prismatic, because the Prismatic is with the crown, yeah. I would really want the ring actually, but go with more levels on that. Crown, because we want to gain levels. Levels are really important, of course, to gain XP there in that scenario. Turn off the sound a bit. Turn down the audio a bit on the music. I don't want to make the music be like louder than my voice. I don't know how loud my voice is, by the way. The thing is, you don't want to stay here too long, by the way, in this like specific location here. It is good in the beginning here. I might actually leave the shopkeeper up here. Man, Laurel is so good right now though. Because Laurel helps this character a lot, because the character's max health isn't that great. Same thing if you come across armor. Nice. Armor is really good as well to have, especially if you're going for a build. Now, the best character with the whole retaliation is of course the warrior style character and stuff that, so yeah. The thing is, yes, you might say, oh, don't ever pick anything that is already on the stage and stuff that, and that is indeed true, most of the time at least. I eventually want to stop moving towards the counts here, basically. And the thing we want to go, if we really want to get kills quickly, by the way, I hope it didn't go into the hurry mode again, though, by the way. I really hope it didn't go into the hurry mode. No. Attract orb. Now this character is of course very interesting because it has a thing that saves you if you're like close to dying and stuff that. It's of course it's really powerful and stuff that. Yeah. Of course I have gotten a lot of eggs on this character. Now sadly of course you need to play on the other stage to farm eggs, and I'm gonna show you where you do that and stuff that, so yeah. Autonomous box is actually good. Because the reason why we would want to get Autonomous box is because you can get like the spell there, but the thing that doesn't show up here is the victory sword. And I don't know why it ever doesn't show it's evolved. So Autonomous box with victory sword evolves into like a really powerful thing, which is very useful to get. Yes, one more projectile. I mean, you can pretty much stay here in the beginning. Oh, yeah. Candelabrador. At this point, the Academy badge, by the way, is insane. But you don't want to pick up that up too early because it slows your XP down. But of course, if you have gotten a lot of eggs. So right, I only need to pick up one other crown, so let's go already and do that just a bit quick here. It's kind of like a labyrinth, but the labyrinth is really easy if you know what you're doing. So you go in here, but we can use pick up one of the easier ones here, so we can quickly get out here. Boom, and then they disappear. And we just go out this way. We get the laurel. Yeah, it is a bit loud because I think about, you know, okay. So yeah. Yeah, it would be fun if the audio wouldn't work at all, then it would be really bad, you know. Yeah, because I had to deactivate certain things like what can use the microphone, because why are the photos using the microphone? Or whatever, that seems like really weird. And yes, of course you can get really powerful because you can get like the clock lancet and other things, you know, that are really powerful. But yeah. So by the way, you need the skull with that to gain the thing. But the thing is, that effect basically makes you like immune to like damage. Like you can go into a warp or whatever you want to call it. Is kind of what you do. So yeah. So you don't want to pick up the skull too late if you want to evolve the weapon. Jag sätter bort det. The main problem though is that those enemies, by the way, they don't give a lot of XP. This is a bit of an issue. So I have 73% growth here. It's pretty good. And then that prismatic thing needed the crown. Yes. Rune trace is also very good, by the way, on the stage, you know. You know, we might go for the clock lancet as well, you know, you know. But you don't want to go with it too early. You want to make sure that your damage is high enough before you start taking up the things that increases the curse a bit much. That tract orb is also really good. Eventually, of course, you don't really need to pick up that tract orb at all. Eventually, you know, when you get like enough eggs on the character. Do we get the spinach? Yes. Because you have to think about, okay, the spinach is only like, what is it, 5% per level, right? Maybe it's 10% or whatever. But the thing is that might, for example, if you're doing like 1,000,000 damage, you know, then it is up like a big increase. Then, you know, of course, you know, that's the thing, you know, that is like the... It's 10% each time. So, yeah. And then, of course, if you're getting a lot of might from other things, you know, and stuff like that, then it's really, really powerful. So I need one more of Santa Water. Of course, otherwise I don't think we're gonna evolve before 10. Get Calandabrador. I would also probably want we probably also want garlic, just because there is a very specific reason for that, actually. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to show off or not. I hope we can roll for garlic. I'm gonna aggressively roll for garlic eventually here. But we are getting good stuff now so far. I mean, I'm not afraid that we're going down this stage because it's pretty easy to, you know. Of course, the thing with the waves are really helpful is, of course, because, you know, we have anything growth because of the eggs we've been picking up. Yeah, that's good. And it's actually worth picking up if you get more than one chest here. So, yeah. And of course, Queen Sigma, if I remember correctly, for example, she can like evolve at any time. Like there are certain characters that can evolve earlier on weapons or whatever. Maybe it's not Queen Sigma, maybe it's another character. But Queen Sigma is of course meant to be busted, you know, stuff that, like if you want to have an easy time on any stage, you just use that character. Candelabrador. So yeah, so Candelabrador of course increases the size of things, you know, stuff like that, but yeah. Oh. Because there's basically like a farm that you can go to here where you can farm the larva things. The main problem is they don't give that much extra. Oh. Clock lancet. Nice. Uh, 10,000 kills soon, because we need 100,000 by the way. And I'm taking damage on purpose here, just, you know, so we can beef up our max health. And so we can do retaliatory damage. Candelabrador. Keep in mind, of course, when you're playing Pepino, like there is an insane thing you can do, because you can basically get garlic and the evolve thing and both of them stack. And then there is a certain thing that you can get that every time you move, you can reset like the cooldown of you can reset the cooldown of like the garlic and the more powerful thing, and that means that it stacks the dot happen faster because the dot doesn't happen every second. So you can basically double your damage pretty much with the garlic, and you might say, oh, garlic damage is not that good, but you know, the damage does get good if you like build it the correct way. You can actually get pretty insane damage from it, you know, and stuff that, you know. But of course it depends on how early you pick it up also as well, you know, so yeah. Okay, I need to be a bit more careful now actually. I'm actually waiting here until level 10 by the way before we head further. I want to of course pick up everything here by the way. I might say, oh, it's not enough time or whatever. The Academy badge is also going to be very important by the way, but we want to make sure that we max out all of the slots first here before we start picking up the other stuff. Okay, spinach. Of course, the thing is, we want to get the pomarola, of course, if we happen to get garlic. We're gonna need the pomarola, so if we see it, yeah, we need to take it. I would have preferred the tom otherwise, by the way, but the pomarola is not on this map, so... Man, I would really like the Excalibur though, but we are gonna need to go with the garlic. Yeah. It is looking kinda good. I mean, we're almost at 20,000 kills. Yes. The pomarola is also very, very helpful because the more armor of course we get, the better. Okay. Get the spinachi. By the way, I kind of wish I kept that bottle. I did keep it before somewhere, but then they actually threw the bottle away because I had managed to get some really good Italian pomarola, and pomarola is basically like a tomato sauce thing. That's really, really good, by the way. Okay, armor. We're gonna start getting some armor now. And right, and I would recommend it, even if you get the DLC, immediately go and try and do the bat counter instead, by the way. Or try to unlock the bat counter. You need level 80 on the inverse forest, by the way, to get it. Get the pomarola again here. Brings our recovery up to 1.8. Okay, reroll. I could start banishing otherwise, but we want to reroll. Ooh, nice. Candy box is insane, by the way, because then you can just pick whatever you want. So, yeah, and then we pick garlic. Boom! So now we have garlic, and now even the default level of the garlic is very high now. And we want to chunk up our boy garlic. We want to chunk it up as quickly as possible now. We're gonna see there's a strategy to this, by the way, because the garlic is of course my favorite weapon, basically, pretty much. And there's a reason for that, kind of because of the Christmas tree and stuff like that, and when you discover the things you can do with the garlic, you know. Sure, it might not be the highest top tier, but it's just that the whole field, and when you combine it with divine bloodlines, and you can like just go into enemies and stuff like that. And then garlic deals retaliatory damage as well, by the way. So it like reflects damage back when you take damage. This means that you can basically start like face tanking, like run into everything, run into things that deals a lot of damage, you know. So we first pick up this here, and we get Labora. Pick up this, and this should be another evolve here. No. Okay, right, because we need a curse. Let's go get the curse a bit quick here. Because we need to, of course, level up the curse here now. So we have 8 armor. By the way, on the 3 I can get higher than 8 armor, by the way, on the 3, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. Because, yeah, we can get 3 skulls here. And I think our damage should be high enough at this point, where we can use these 3, you know. And just go inside here. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't spawn the same amount of certain things sometimes on a stage, you know. Sometimes you can get laggy and get a ton of spawns here. Keep in mind that it maxes out at 5 here, only for that curse. And then you want to go in here because then you can pick up that, and that will, you know, pick up a lot of things, and you're going to get a lot of levels here. And then we have the Soul Eater. I was going to say Unholy Whispers, but then I forgot that it was a different thing. Okay, good. So we have a purple chest here. We're not going to go Blood Astronomical by the way because it covers up too much of the screen. Game kill beginning. You can see some reroll. Reroll. Twilight Requiem, Mad Grove, Yellow Crystals, slash reroll, Chaos in the Night, Out of Bounds, Iron Walls. This one you kind of want, by the way, because it just makes. But we're gonna go with the other thing first. You know, not Blood Astronomica. So, lethal weapon also emits special damaging zones affected by amount and magnet. Enemies within magnet range take damage based on the amount. Not awake, not that. Yeah. The cooldown of listed weapons reduced when moving. So it affects Labora, it affects the lightning ring, it affects the wheel. So it affects both the base version of the garlic and the thing. So yeah. This means, of course, if you're moving around a lot, the garlic's damage and the upgraded garlic's damage will happen more often. Which, by the way, is just as insanely powerful as it sounds. Pretty much. And then you stick random there. And this, of course, means that the next chest, whenever we pick it up, will automatically be the next evolved thing. And we need to go to the north now. Right, and then we go here. Wait. No, I think I actually went wrong here. Yeah, because I went up to this area, okay. My bad. I think that's a chest, yes. Should pay more attention. And that is one of them. That's Luminaire, which is really good, by the way. And that kind of makes the games worth more, if I remember correctly, and like it makes cash worth more as well, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very good here. We're gonna be reaching insane. Well, if you think this is insane, just wait. Yeah, there's a chest here somewhere. Slightly up. And this is gonna be, yes, that's the upgrader. Often. Alright, did I pick up the thing that it was guarding? Nope. There we go. Right. So I don't know why the thing hasn't showed up yet. Okay, yes, there's It's so weird because I played this stage so much yesterday, so I mean I should have remembered where the breach was more easily. But we wanna first go and make sure we pick up the purple chest so we remember it. We're probably gonna be able to probably make it even almost without farming the things. So pick up the purple here. And now we want the I think it is the we don't want the Bloodstorm now, we want the Boogaloo Illusion. So area is currently 82%, now it's 82% still. But now its level is gonna be gaining that area thing. Okay. Just make sure we pick up the bracer as well here. Even though it's not that important, they must think, oh, it's just useless to pick up or whatever, you know, and stuff like that because you're just wasting levels on it, but, you know. And if you go we're close to it now, you can see here how it shows like this here. Then if you press down, I think it is close to here somewhere. No, it's not there yet. It's further to this side here. Actually, you just go up and take the badge while we can here. I normally already meant to go and get the thing, by the way. Or just Academy badge. That was in kind of odd location for it though, but yeah. So adds 1 revival XP, so it decreases the XP gain, but you gain revivals. But it also increases the amount, so you can find more projectiles. So if you combine that with Duplicator, by the way, and you use certain characters, then you can have a lot of... and this, by the way, maxes out at 6. So now we have a total amount of 4 here. This is nice, of course. And this, of course, makes the base effect. Effect lasts 5% long base area up by 5%. This, of course, also affects the garlic. And that's also great about the chest, by the way, because you can just boost up an item very, very quickly with when you get the chest, basically, pretty much. Okay. Those are pretty far away though. Technically I should have explained this, by the way, because I forgot that this was the way you do it. So here, there's normally a crystal here that you can go into other base stage with. But you need to play as a certain character for that, with the ring, basically. And then you head straight down from here. Pretty much straight down, and you can see there. This is where they start appearing, and you can go here, basically. You can go in between here, and stuff that. And there's of course another place where you can go kinda in, and stuff that. But then of course here you have the hidden place here. And then there will be a shit ton of lava here, that you can just farm. Now they don't give super high XP normally, but of course since we have a lot of eggs, our growth is pretty high at 58%. It's not the highest it could be, of course, obviously, but yeah. But our area is gonna go up all the time, you know, and stuff that. And you kinda wanna farm these, by the way, just because, you know, Because these are the things you're kind of meant to farm, I believe, if you want to get lucky, kills and stuff that. You could easily do this like on the first play of the stage, and I didn't figure this out until a couple of attempts on the stage when I discovered this, stuff that. Because obviously there are lavas that spawn nearby when you're here, basically near this wall here. Like there are lavas that spawn in certain locations, and stuff that. But then the fact that there is a hidden farm here, basically, for the lava. So it's basically a food farm. But of course the XP isn't the greatest here and stuff that, and I want to make sure that I get the because we need the rings for the thing, and we need a metal gear for the other thing. And of course the main problem is I already have all 3 cards, so we cannot get the thing, by the way. But let's try and head towards the things, because of course here, I thought this was first where you meant to farm them, that you just meant to go here and then you stay here and farm. And I don't know if it's more effective. Oh, that's out of bounds now, that's a bit annoying. I thought they had fixed that, because on certain characters you kind of move the items for some weird way. But yeah. Like there is a thing that sometimes if a chest is out of bounds, it just gets pulled in somehow. And I don't know if that's to do with the magnet or whatever it is, but yeah. So you can go here also through here, basically. And this is actually the way for them. Oh no. Oh, I was afraid it crashed there. That got a bit scary. Yeah, we can use the metal go this way. And of course, increasing the curse also increases the speed that the enemy comes onto the screen and stuff that, which is important of course as well. But it can also be dangerous of course, and stuff that. But yeah, and that's why you don't want to get Torna's box, by the way. Because the last level of Torna's box give a lot of curse, by the way. The last level of it. And of course we also want to get the gold ring down there. Kinda. But it definitely looks like we're going to be able to get it pretty easily, get enough kills. Because we almost have like... But we almost have like 80,000 already. Just an egg there. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this down there, by the way. The sun thing protection. Right. That's that. Then we just need to go. Yeah, we can go through here. Yeah. Good. We just need to go back for the clover and get the gold ring, by the way, so yeah. And keep in mind if you want to speed run certain things, then you can do things a lot quicker and stuff like that, but yeah. But even if you're also playing the game for like the first time, right, the thing is that of course you cannot get certain combinations already early on, and it's kind of recommended that you check like what unlocks what and stuff that. And I don't mean like check up on a certain site, but you can see, for example, like looking up like okay, like what order you get certain unlocks in, and stuff that, because oh, reach this character to this level, then you unlock this weapon. So you don't even need to do full rounds in the beginning, and stuff that if you don't want to, of course. Actually, I really want to get used to tracked obis if possible here. Yeah, okay. Nice. Right, and there we go. There we have the thing that should make us be able to survive immediately. We can survive now, that thing. Because now we can only take 10 damage as maximum. But yeah. By the way, the highest damage is of course going to be the purple orb. Almost guaranteed. Except of course the ring is going to be high because the ring halves like enemies' health and stuff like that. That's kind of what makes it possible no matter how high the curse is for you to like kill enemies, you know. It doesn't matter how high the curse gets once you like evolve these, by the way. Yeah, we're already over 100,000. And we got almost like 9 minutes left here. Alright, we already have the clover, by the way. So all those clovers will just be our 10 plus then in luck. So we have 150% luck. Now I'm really curious to what shows up in the shop if you go to the shop late, by the way. Okay, this should be the half thing here. Yeah, the infinite corridor. Half enemy's health. Because keep in mind, in chests you can also get the candy box and the candy box turbo. So then you can go even higher above the limits, you know, stuff like that, so yeah. And each of these are 10% by the way on the luck stat. So there's another one up here. Right up here, right? Yeah. So now we have 147% luck. It's of course pretty crazy. And now we could basically just place the character somewhere, you know, most of that. But I really want to check here because if we can make it so that we get... you don't pick up the box yet until we visit the vendor here. Somewhere. Vendor, hello! Now it's really hard to see those. It's like, okay. Oh, there he is. Okay, so yeah, sold out. They are sold out if you go too late. So I could get basically like, what is that? That's 20, right? Yeah, you could get 20 because we have 206,000. So we could get 20 golden eggs. Nope, not worth. I don't remember if he can sell the candy box turbo, if it can like show up the thing. Because yeah. Now I hope I killed enough of the larvas, by the way, to get the thing, because I know that we're less than 1,000 away. You know. I think it's I want to reach as high level as possible here with the kills and stuff like that, because yeah. Now the main problem though that I have is that you can select like the random always, right? But I kind of wish that you could have something where it would focus on a specific the evolved weapons when you limit bacon, that you can have like a priority system, like okay, prioritize like, so that if you put like for example, oh I can put the evolved garlic as the priority, And then when you limit braking, you're mainly focusing on that, you know, and stuff like that, so yeah. Because now, by the way, if you pick up a chest now, and the chest shows as, you know, as... and the chest animation shows, then that means that you either go to Candy Box or the Candy Box Turbo. Now, the thing is, if you get high enough luck, the thing is that the Candy Box Turbo, of course, alright, the sound is kind of changing, and that happens. Because, yeah, now the boss is there, the antler guy thing. But by the way, he's immune for a while because he's healing. You know. And I don't know if my magnet is good enough to suck it in. No. Okay, right, so it should be... why can't I? Isn't it here? But am I at the wrong spot now? There it did the magnet effect. What? Right, it's no, it's not further down. What? Right, it's above this. Yeah, it's above and to the right, yeah. I know the XP isn't as good here, but yeah. Oh, right, it actually ends up here. That's why it didn't move. I don't want to farm it too long though. It's just, yeah. And we're getting quite a lot of low luck things as well. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know it's a lot of... Let's bring it down. Let's bring music slightly up though. And I don't know, because basically on the on-day thing it has been showing the wrong amount of time that I've been playing the game compared to what Steam shows me having played Vampire Survivors. Because it shows that me playing it over 331 hours. And I don't know if it has to do with when you record, if it records at a different speed or something like that, or when you play like on the hurry mode, if it basically doubles the time or something like that. I don't know what it is, you know, whatever, you know. I mean, we probably already have reached 6,000 here, because I don't want to be in too long there, because the XP is better out here. Now we could just stay here basically, by the way, if we want to. Yeah, but we want to actually move around just because of, you know, the way the thing works. Yeah, I know it's really hard to see, but it's just, you know. And then I think we're just gonna kill death in a couple of seconds, just pretty much at this point. What's our growth? Our growth is 58%, but you can just see the fact that like enemies, we have like 137 curse, and then we have the thing that gives us maximum enemies, and the enemies are just rushing at us at an insane speed, and you can see like how quickly we're getting kills, and it's just like, yeah, we're almost reaching 200,000 kills. Yeah, probably if we didn't go in and focus on the worms, we probably could have gotten more kills maybe. And basically our area with the whole thing is like insane, by the way, because we are at 320% area right now, so yeah, so I mean, almost level 300 also. Almost 200k kills. The question is, should we do a Queen Sigma when we're banning the weapons, is the question, you know. Because I mean, technically if we get the thing, it gives us a lot of banishes as well, and stuff that. But then we need to make sure that we don't have any of the weapons already banned and stuff that, so it becomes easier to ban like the things that are bad. Yeah, I could just stand here and just mock death if I want to. So what's our 38 on the thing, yeah? Oh, right now it's a bug here where you cannot see what things you're marking. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we got 6 evolves during that one. Because this should unlock the thing as well, the character. The Sami character, hopefully. The Sami character is apparently the best one to farm money for, and stuff that apparently. Oh, we haven't killed it very quickly, but that's of course because the curse is 137%, that curse affects that as well. And apparently the cat also, or the thing actually starts with the upgraded cat for a thing and stuff that, which is insane. And apparently that thing levels via cash, apparently as well. So yeah. Oh wow. Alright, you can still spawn mobs near certain things. Yeah, see? You can still kill a bunch of things and then gain a bunch of levels here. I forgot that you could do that actually. I don't know if they're gonna make some way of killing this that at some point, you know. And caching leftover rights, yes. So there we go, that gives us with and that's Alexami as well. And you can see the garlic we only did 2.2k DPS with. We did 27.3k damage with the Soul Eater. Labor of course did more damage, but 27.3k, that's still like higher than Luminaire and stuff that. That's not as high as Labora, but yeah, Infinite Corridor, you can see there the DPS, but that's just like cheating a bit because it's halving enemies' health, so it's always gonna be the highest. Gold earned, level reached, enemies defeated. I kind of wish that you could also like track the high scores or whatever on a certain character that you could use to go in on high score with the character. And then it would have basically like, okay, what's the highest time you have survived? What's the most gold earned? What's the most level reached? What's most enemies defeated? And the highest damage of certain like weapons specifically, like, okay. Because, you know, I love statistics, you know, stuff that's so yeah. Right, so now we wanna unmark everything here so that it becomes easier to basically to see the stuff. Basically, we do that, and then now we only need to banish 20 or more weapons in a single run. And of course, here is where you would like input codes and stuff that there are like codes for different things, but there are like no new secrets showing up here. So yeah, we're still missing 2 enemies though, and we're missing number 1 of 5. I don't know if that's meant to be what states that is supposed to be, if it's like a stage before Moon spell, or whatever it is. And then we're also missing the 147, which might be in the Abyss, it looks like. I don't know, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so Sammy is 315,000, wow. That's unexpected. So gains XP when picking up gold coins and coin badges, starts with temporary reduced might, and then this, it will literally eat the world. Yeah. So that one actually has more greed than this one, but yeah. So now we want to make sure that max weapons to 2. And then we can do with whatever character we want pretty much. The question is it doable on Poe? With that setup, is it doable with only like Garlic and getting Pomarola and stuff like that? Is it possible to be doing the damage needed with Poe for this? So we need to banish 20 weapons. Right. Yeah, 20 weapons is what we need to banish. Because it doesn't count like weapons you have already banished here, so that's why you want to make sure that you haven't seen any weapons there. Banish 20 more weapons in a single run. Because that's unlocked seal 2, so then you can see even more things. And then you can make like specific builds easier to happen. And yeah, so let's use old school Poe. Let's use the old look of Poe. Max weapons 2. I only have 2 golden eggs on Poe, so let's go. And then we use Abyss Foscari. And now we have the World Eater song. I kind of wish also that they would add Kazoo of this, the Heart of the World. Kazoo maybe of Ashes of the Banished and Kazoo of the World Eater, pretty much. But let's go with the Abyss song here, actually. I think that's the correct song. Because I think this only plays in the boss battle here. So Abyss Foscari, we don't use hurry. Right. The question is, do you start with Divine Bloodlines here? Or do we start with the movement thing? Or the Boogaloo Evolutions? Boogaloo Evolutions could be pretty insane though, because of the area. But also, yeah, Tragic Princess is just... No, but we want to start with the limit break thing, actually. Because that's going to be so important for the damage. Where is it? It is one of the early ones, right? No, it's one of the later ones. Gives +3 reroll, skip and banish. Gives 20% might and 8% cooldown for each active weapon slot key empty. I hope though that it is... No, but you can only banish 13. What? So wait, there isn't another card right that has Spanish, right? Hang on, let me actually check here. Yeah, banish 20 more weapons in a single run. Right. Okay, so... Yeah, it's the weapon, and gives 3 plus rival. Yeah, that's just the raw thing. Yeah, luck reading curse. We can see some, because that gives you like curse and luck and stuff that. It gives 3 plus reroll, skip and banish. So you need to use someone that already has a bunch of banishes. So we cannot use Poe at all. He has 10 banishes. Do they all have the same? 10, 10, 10. I know that the Queen has like an infinite almost amount of banishes. Divano has 20 though. Divano has 20. I don't know if that's because of the eggs. If it happened that the eggs went into banish. 20 banishes on him. 60 banishes on Peppino, so that must be because of the eggs. I'm pretty certain. Right, 118 banishes. 18 banishes on Mania though, with only 13 eggs. 180 banishes on Megalomania. So that's also one of those powerful characters basically it counts as. 10 banishes, 15 banishes, 11 banishes, 10 banishes, 10 banishes, 10 banishes. So even like the other powerful characters, so you either have to use Mania, or you have to use Sigma, or you have to have farmed a bunch of eggs on someone. So, max 2 weapons, so we need to use Queen Sigma for this, sadly. Because he doesn't benefit from the eggs. Anyway, we're just doing this for the banish, by the way. Can we do hurry down? I think we can do hurry and get 20 banishes in time. Right. And then we start with Silent Old Sanctuary. Because it gives 20% might and 8% cooldown for each active weapon slot left empty. So boom. Alright, candy box. You see, you can actually get candy box on this stage. It doesn't always show up though. I don't know what it is that makes it show up, if it's the cash you have. But the candy box. Nah. So basically what you want to do always now is banish. And we want to banish weapons. That's what we want to do. And of course we probably want to get slash. That was a raw critical damage. Banish. The rival thing could be good though. The cursing might also be good. I don't know if beginning does anything though. It's the question if that gives you an insane amount. No cancel. Because we wanna of course level Victory Sword up, and Victory Sword is of course with the Tronas box. So we need to remember that we need a Tronas box here. But it's the golden one, by the way. The golden one is the Tronas box. So you can see there's quite a lot of things on this map. Now the purple thing is not there normally. That doesn't show up until you do a certain thing. So yeah, okay. Banish the cat. Banish the no. 3 levels of Victor Sword, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah, 12. Banish cross. I might eventually, you know, take up a weapon here if we get, you know. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we only want to banish weapons. Because that's the thing, right? Because you need to banish weapons, you don't need to banish like... And this also means that it becomes very easy to do the thing, you know. Alright, and Tronas box is already on the map, so yeah. And yeah, I will probably go with the sword, even though the sword can be pretty loud. A certain specific sword, I mean. Pit cone. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12. But I will probably ban way more than 20, by the way. Yes, I could have gotten another Victor Sword level there. Victor Sword. I just want to make sure that we farm here for a while though, by the way. I'm not gonna pick it up yet though, because it's the Eskissa bird that I want to pick up. And I don't remember if stepping on that did something, or you know. Okay. And our might is 210%. Right, and now we go for things that aren't on the map. So I think Hollow Heart is not on the map. And let's flash that on. Basically, we could just banish all weapons if we want to. King Bible. The only thing we're not going to ban is the sword, pretty much. Let's pick up the sword then. Spellbound is not on the stage. I think that might actually affect a certain attack that you get with it at level 5. Although here's the thing, right? There's only an animation for that specific character, by the way, with the thing. So yeah. Torana's box is of course the thing we want, but that's already on the map, so that's why we don't want to pick it up that way. And that's why we want to pick up like Empty Tome. Or not Empty Tome was already on the map, my bad. A Clover is something we want to pick up, by the way. That's the effect, by the way. From the Labrador. Get the Candy Labrador. Yes, get it, mate. Get the Candy Labrador, yes. I think we have it on gain highest, right? Yeah, that's on the highest gain possible. I think it's on the highest possible. I'm still using a sock, by the way, on the microphone. I'm pretty certain. Yeah. I mean, I know that I am, but that came out a bit weird. Right, so. Ooh, duplicator. Right, so soon eventually we want to start heading. Not Skullmaniac. I could get Teragetsu otherwise though. Wait, did I mess up? Okay. These cannot be all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. Okay, so by taking the sword, it won't chop any more weapons. Right, so I thought that so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the S there, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, wait. 1 with the Shadow Pinion, 2 with the King Bible, 3 with the Flash Arrow, 4 with Vento Sacro, 5 with the Shadow Thing, 6 with the Clock Lancet, 7 with the Flames, 8 with the Knife, 9 with the Gun, 10 with the Bird, 11 with the Wand, 12 with the S, 13 with the Bubbles, 14 with the Night Tooth Thing, 15 with the Cross, 16 with the Cat, 17 with the Whip, 18 with the Gun, 19 with the Room Trace, and 20 with the Ring. Okay, so yeah, so it's 20. Okay, so I really hope that this will count though, because I should have remembered that. I should have remembered to try and ban more things because we have an infinite amount of bands, pretty much. Okay. And now we just want to hustle pretty much. Now we just want to hustle and pick up stuff here. Another 2% cooldown, attacking super quick. And it's just a... Okay, that's a bit annoying with the sound, actually. Hey, nice. It's almost like fighting like a, you know. Oh, that's a lot of skulls. Gatling skulls. Yeah, there's the ones, by the way, with eggs, and they're already dead. There's some more armor. So we didn't pick up things yet here. Well, this is a normal chest now. That's actually very good that it was a normal chest, because now we get Legionnaire. And it also does retaliatory damage. There we go, and then there's also a boss we need to defeat. And once you defeat the boss, you unlock the passage where you can kind of farm the eggs. Although I kind of wish that if you farm eggs on this character, then I kind of wish those eggs could go into somewhere where you could use distribute them from the like the main menu or whatever, you know, and stuff like that. But maybe that would be a too easy way of farming the eggs, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And then we go here. Pick this up. Right, and then we pick up Blood Astronomer. I mean, Divine Bloodlines could be great. This could be insane, although I'm worried that we're not going to be able to kill stuff eventually with that if they get too strong. This gold could be good. Did we get that already then? What is Healing Serenade? Right, there it is. By the way, up here is kind of the boss guy. I could technically get another weapon there if I want to. Yeah, let's pick it up, why not? Even though that lowers our damage, that lowers our might. this one. Right, and we should probably pick up the Tronos thing. Because we need the Tronas thing to get the thing. I'm leaving those yesterday, by the way, we're gonna get those soon. All the levels. Okay, Google Evolutions. Right, and this is the because normally I thought the way was here somewhere, because normally I felt before that there was a way that you could go through the stones here, but the actual correct path that you're supposed to take is actually further up. By the way, because there was at one point when the path was at a different spot for whatever reason, the actual quarter 2 path, so to speak, is actually further up here. It's actually, I believe it's here somewhere against this wall here at a certain point. And this will actually only allow you to not go the full way until it seems either you have to kill both the 4 rogues and the big boss guy, or you can do it earlier, of course. Now it seems locked for whatever reason. Oh, we're already there, okay. Because you go down here, you get a Tronos box, of course. But you see here we have tiny guys with the eggs. You see the eggs there? They keep spawning here. The rogue guys keep spawning here. And they're the ones that drop the eggs. So you can see there is a bunch of eggs that gets sucked in. But those eggs I don't think ends up on any character at all by doing this here. So it is a bit annoying, of course. I kinda wish that you could somehow spend these eggs on other characters. But it would be unfair to be able to farm on this character because of how powerful it is, of course. Oh, the sword is like gigantic now because of that. Because of the, yeah, area 250-60. Okay, so that gives us the level up Opion. Okay, nice. Right. So now we only need to go out here, over here. Right. Which is why I want to go and farm there. I want to go and farm there with the Poe character. Alright, time for some money, I guess. Right. Right, then it's really hard to see. Hopefully they don't catch the game. I think we need to mute the sound almost at this point, almost, yeah, because yeah. Can't we just like, is it flashing VFX that we probably should turn on, off, or I mean. There is a chest up here at least. I'm trying to navigate so hard, by the way. Like, we basically need a map now, and now it's like, because see, that's the problem with taking area, because they are distinct. Eventually gonna cover the full scheme, by the way, and yeah, we don't have enough magna to eventually, you know. I would love to go down to where the counts are, by the way, because, you know, XP even quicker. because we can get yet another weapon here. Oh, there's one. Okay, there's one at least. Two. Okay, that makes that disappear. Right. Org. Okay, it's reaching ridiculous. Game? Yeah, this explosion around the character affected by the first chosen arcana between 2, 4, or 6. I don't know if that means that it means like, okay, between 2, so between 2, 14, or so I'm guessing it won't count with the first arcana, but the way they say it here, does that mean between 2 and 14, like all the ones in between matter, or like, so that's 19, x1x, that's 19, that's 14 and 2. Or if it's or does it only generate plus 100 character affected by the first chosen? So do you only need to does it only affect Arcana 2, 14 or 19? You know. Okay, there is one here. I mean, I guess we just wait here a bit. Now we're time to pick up the chest and right, okay. Boom, and that gives us that. And maybe that will make it less volatile. Or that makes it worse. Oi. Do I dare even pick up this, because this is of course will provide bonus amount and revives elixir for growth. Okay. So my amount is 4 plus, and that's gonna be 5 plus. Right, yeah. 3. Huh? Okay, nice. Okay, and that's 7 amount then. Right, and now it's the thing is bigger than the screen. The sword is bigger than the screen, like the white sword, like the big raw. We got like raw. Oh man, this is the best slideshow ever. Okay, that's the danger with like choosing the area and then using this character. 420 boys. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm guessing now it's okay because... Right. I have no idea where we are, by the way. I don't know even if we're moving more to the left or not. Because I want to try and reach the place. I want to try and reach a certain place if we can. There's a chest here apparently. Huh? Candy box. Oh, it's just regular candy box. But I mean, hey, I haven't seen Party Pooper. I have no... Okay. Okay, I guess that makes absolute perfect sense. You know what we need? More stuff! Yeah. Yeah, we're still only almost matching the other character, though, by the way, so yeah, that's something. Oh wow, did we go through the pathway? It kind of looks like we did. Nah, this cannot possibly be that pathway. The one where you go off to the side here. because then we should just head down from here and then we would be able to meet the things. Like, you know. Right, and it's doing a weird thing at the bottom of the skin, and that is because of a certain scary horror enemy that appears. Oh, there are eggs here. Yeah, there are eggs here. So we are in the egg area. We managed to go to the correct area. See the eggs? Except those eggs will, yeah. You know, because we cannot pick up eggs, you know, so yeah. There's still, of course, a chance that we get some... yeah, and it looks like there's a lot of eggs, but, you know... Right, and they're just... because we're basically killing them when they're coming on screen, so we need to move around left and right to pick up the eggs. But the eggs won't matter, right, because you can't earn eggs. And also, what is our area at? If we can pause. So we have 140% curse, we have 625% growth, we have 588% area, 74. But we have a lot of armor, we have a lot of health. We might even, yeah, and we have 150 of that, 170 of that. I mean, and keep in mind that this will only have taken 15 minutes. It should. By the way, or whatever, because we're using hurry mode, I think. I really hope we activated hurry mode, by the way. Alright, and there's another box here somewhere. Just slightly above. There we go. 603 levels. Chuga. Oh lordy lord. Okay, you stand still. I don't think there's that. Okay, I mean, I think turning off damage numbers would just be beneficial at this point, but still. I think it's actually the eggs that are lagging because we're not picking up the eggs. Because look at this. Yeah, let's actually try and leave this area here because I think we need to get away where all the eggs are. We can kind of tell there's a pillar there. There's a pillar there, and then it should be to the left here or to the right. I mean, yeah, here we go. Now we're leaving that area, and hopefully, yeah, frame rate fix. Almost. Almost. And then a shit ton of numbers. I think the area where it lags the least is actually in the starting area. If I can remember how to get there. I mean, yes, just press right. You know, because yeah, it will fix itself, of course, once death appears. I think it should fix itself. I mean, I would have loved to reach over 1,000, and we probably could if it wouldn't have happened this slow down here. I mean, what do you do at this point? Just turn off the damage numbers would probably help, but they never go for the area increasing. Oh, we could see some of the horses there. I don't know if we went. Okay, we have hit a wall here, so maybe we're almost at the starting area again. I have no idea. Because I think we left, because if we're smart, we left... oh, alright. The death thing appeared. We could try and kill it though. Because we might have the damage actually for it. Oh. Although our curse is at what? Because we have a lot of revives here. Okay. Okay, Ben is trying to do more weapons in a single run. So we did 1.1 million damage with the Legion. Victor's sword actually did a lot less damage. Ja, vad Legion resistance in där. 945k då från Opion. Luminär. Okej. Okay, gold earned, that's pretty decent. Level earned, and Mr. Defeated 25. Wow, did that crash it? No, it did not crash it. Only became very laggy there for a while. Okay, I'm using performance mode. It might be the flashing VFX that you have to deactivate sometimes or whatever, you know. But yeah. So power up, that gives us seal to allows you to banish an item from level up sources. Oh, no wait, what? Huh? From level up sources or pick up from that sources. You use it in the collection menu. Use in the collection menu. Or pick up from light sources. So I mean you can technically go in and like you could like deactivate, like you could deactivate like the cross, you could deactivate that thing. So you could deactivate like all the smaller coins so that only the big coin the bag appears. You could, you know, there's a lot of manipulation you can do on what things you actually want to show up or not, you know, and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that you can do. So I have 334,331 currently. And yeah, so we pretty much have all of their stuff now. All of the unlocks. And you can see here, I think it shows up here, right? Yeah, reach. Level 80 inverse in Mad Forest unlocks Hyperbat Country. Right, and then we have, for example, if you go down here, find a pop that might in Bad Country. It doesn't disappear after that time, by the way, and find the Chaos Mother that might at 18 in Bad Country. In the Bad Country, by the way, is only 20-minute time now on, but you will easily reach it even with a really slow character. Oh. And so yeah, so find open the covenant like Foscari, unlock Eleanor, and then survive 50 minutes with the Eleanor Salon, unlock spell string, get spell stream to level 6, unlocks that, yeah. And then unite spell stream, and spell strike, which unlocks Maruto. And then survive 50 minutes and unlock his weapon, and then that, and then this, but you will most likely have one flash arrow, and then if you break the seal at the lake with him, before you do that, then you won't get the 15 minutes, which I did by mistake. And stuff that, but you can see here, yeah, prismatic missile, defeat, blah blah blah. 6,000 Rotten Ghouls, Avatar of Gale Lake. So he is still expensive. I could get one of them. We want to get Sammy then. We're probably going to have 6 max weapons. Ugh. Okay, so let's select Sammy. Does Sammy have its own team? Nope. I've never listened to the full Bat song though, but Bat song is pretty loud. Okay, so let's do the Bat country. Area of cost would increase the XP. We actually do earn lower XP on the Bat counter stage. At least the weapon comes with the counterpart. We're gonna go with Gemini first here. So he can get, we can get golden eggs, we can of course pick up all of these, party pooper and everything. But do we get garlic immediately? Yes. And it seems that we can level through normal experience as well here. But yeah, supposedly this is the character that we want to farm like gold with and stuff like that. And the rings over there, by the way, is really good because of making, you know, more enemies. You know. And there's only bats on this stage, by the way, so yeah. Get the armor. By the way, after a while, you might have seen the gimmick already on this stage, but yeah. This is of course not part of the DLC, by the way, this stage, so yeah. But Bat Counter is kind of the stage you want to do if you want to like farm money, so to speak. Now we probably want to get the thing also that makes us get like, you know, the thing that makes us get more money and stuff that. Or basically the thing that makes it so that when we pick up gold bags we get the actual, you know, thing. I need to remember also that we need to pick up Pomerola for the garlic. Attractor orb is also going to be important here. Because eventually, of course, we want to get to the golden rings here. And the thing is, eventually you can get gold combos, so you can get like a shit ton of cash. Like, you can get like over 400,000 for my run on this stage, or even more, by the way, depending on the characters. But apparently this is supposed to be the best gold from a character from what I've heard. You know, at least on like forums and stuff like people are discussing, you know, that this is even better than Trouser. For that. And of course I feel that Bat Counter is made for, you know, the thing. Like, the thing is of course that yes, you receive less XP on Bat Counter, but that's just, you know, because you have a lot of enemies and stuff like that. So wait, with the rings, that would be if we go with the clock lancet, by the way. And the thing is, if you get enough damage to where you can kill these blocks quickly, then that's very, very good, by the way. Oh shit, I need to remember that they do a lot of damage. For certain characters you hardly notice the damage, by the way, if you play certain characters. You know. Because of course you have the rings over there. And the gold rings, by the way, you can only get gold rings though, you cannot get the silver rings for whatever weird reason. More garlic. And I don't know if it's just that, yeah. But the fact that you still can get XP right. You do still get XP right from the XP things. It feels like you are, at least. Because that will make the crown worthless, of course. And greed, of course, increases over time, I believe, once you reach a certain thing. What is it normally? It's greed, right, with cats. Yeah, with the greed thing. Because I think it might be possible to have two of the evolved cat thing. Right, this is really good. Alright, this Scholomanic is really good, by the way, also to maybe pick up at some point. So you can have even more than... Ooh. The thing is also because of the enemies being easy in this is very, very good as well. Alright, there's the Amarola. Right, then we will probably stop after this stage, by the way. Yes, I know we don't have a lot of cash so far, but yeah, but that's probably gonna change. Although I feel like we have been unlucky so far with certain other things popping up. Bloodströmmarna is eventually gonna be nice, but not yet. That is also very good. Just go gold. Yeah, picking up comebacks on follow. That also affects the cats, by the way, and the chests as well. Because eventually you're gonna see a lot of like comebacks and stuff. I think the luck also matters here. I think on this stage, so we might pick up a clover as well. thought there were lights on this stage that you could pick up as well, maybe. Stone mask. Right, this is good. But the thing is, our damage is still too low to kill these super quickly, but yeah, Stone mask. Clover. Nice. Got the Amaro. Here we go. Do we get cooldown? What otherwise could we get? We could get might. We could get magical speed, we could max level, we could get amount. But cooldown is important because the cooldown actually does affect the garlic, I'm pretty certain. Right now we're gonna stop like getting insane amounts soon here. Because right with comebacks and everything and all of this stuff here. So yeah, now it's the Sonic thing. Take the armor. Get the model. Amari. Get the cats again. Because the cats are helpful when it comes to the whole casting, because they can pick up cats as well, making it easier to hold on to like the combo and stuff like that. More cats. Do we just skip or do we start banishing? Reroll. Get the armor. How much longer? It's still quite a bit away, the thing. Cat's really maxed out, yes, it is. Everything is maxed out pretty much. Look at the X then. Blocks! Ha 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 ha! More cash. More cash. So much cash. Oh, finding the blocks. Oh, it's so good when you find the blocks. And then even more cash. Pay attention to the monies. Attention to the monies. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up the Bible. Okay, I guess. I didn't mean to pick up the Bible at all, by the way. Oh, Reaper already. Oh, well. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Wow, that was unexpected. I thought we were gonna get garlic at in. Well, last we got in so many X levels. Because, I mean, we won't be able to evolve the thing. That's why I didn't want to pick up the Bible. We could have picked up the Crossing of Heaven sword. Or the Rune Tracer, or the Magic Wand. Or the bubble things. But that would require Spinachi. Okay, let's go towards the gold, because the gold rings will at least make, you know, enemies appear more faster. Or quicker move towards us. Although that might be dangerous. You know. I hear that plingly pling thing. Alright, that's just because there's bouncy bounce. Almost over 100,000 soon here. So what's our greed at? Our greed is almost at 100%. There's apparently a way with this to get like to very very high greed values. Although I don't know exactly how that works. I forgot what the mechanics was behind that. Hitting is double, the whole XP gain, experience games turns into okay. Ooh, right. I guess. This could be dangerous though to do. If we end up with too much curse, you know. But yeah, aren't we able to... No, we didn't get Tronos box, so we cannot level up the... We cannot level up the Victory Sword. I think due to the fact that we're limit breaking, we might be able to, you know... And the bats aren't that strong, right? Even if you like give them out of like... Almost a 90,000! So you can see during that time basically it will change between curse, greed, growth. And then it will increase by a certain amount each time. I'm almost out of water, which is very bad. Yeah, now we're over 100,000 by the way. Okay, it can be a bit hard to navigate here because we need to pick up everything here without dying. I think I discarded one there though. Okay. Okay, that gives us 9. Okay, good. Because that gives us how much curse now? 51% curse. Which it wouldn't be normally with that, I don't think. But then this is good. This is very good. Because of attract overcalls and stuff. Oh, there was a chest up there, but yeah. I never go down, hold the thing, yes, yeah, solid there. Oh man, we have a pretty good gold fever going on, man. And right, and keep in mind, of course, the more curse we get, the faster enemies are gonna come in on speed. The faster enemies are coming in on speed, the faster we're gonna be able to get more gold. And the quicker we get more gold, the quicker, you know, like, yeah, it's just... Like, I mean, our things are gonna be eventually, like, insanely strong as well, so yeah. Because this is gonna increase the greed, so then we pick up coins faster. So see how it kind of will become a chain, like the greed thing will make it so that, you know, that, yeah. It's just basically, this is the strat. And so you could do it probably with just the cats and the limit break thing. But I feel like you probably need to get the gold fever thing first. And then after that you need to probably get the thing that the curse thing, right? The thing that changes that, right? And then maybe the Gemini thing. Because the Gemini thing, the fact that it gives you cats right away is actually really, really good, and all cats go with the thing. Alright. Now we're in the cube. And you can see now we're over 200,000 already here. And our greed is now 131%. Now you can imagine this, right, once you get a shit ton of eggs on this character. Once you get a lot of eggs on this character, how much luck you could get. For example, like, imagine for example once we have like 100% greed or something like that, how much quick you would gain the cash here. Because, right, because 100,000 is 10 eggs, just, you know, 10 eggs. But, you know, 100,000 is 10 eggs. So that means, of course, that 1 million would be 100 eggs and stuff like that, and so on and so forth, but yeah. But it's very important to remember, of course, the more... the stronger our character gets, of course, the quicker this will go. And stuff that, and maybe there's a better setup, you know, to what you pick up immediately when you start and stuff that. Maybe there are better pickups that you can do. Right. There's another chest here. Right. The chests are very important, by the way, also because the chest normally contains a lot of like cash and stuff like that, but yeah. But also, for example, if you get more luck, for example, if our luck would have been higher, then that would have meant a lot as well. Or it does affect luck as well, yeah. Because, of course, if we get very high luck, then, for example, or maybe then the candy box appears and stuff like that, so yeah. But I wanna check here though. Alright, now it's back. Okay, so this is moving background, flashing VSX. Okay. I really need to drink. So you can imagine this once we have a lot of eggs, by the way, how good this is. No. And the thing is, you know, the pink money bags are the best, by the way. Unless you're counting the ones from treasure chests. Yeah, this is now when you can earn a lot here. You want to make sure that you kill like blocks as quickly as possible here. Because the blocks have a very high chance of having like money in them. Stuff that, you know, and attractive orbs. So now it's really here towards the end where you gain the majority of your cash. Now we're almost at 400,000 here. Now I was able to reach about 400,000 I think on another character, so unless this goes way over that, I won't be that impressed. Okay, the gold fever actually ended, that's actually bad. I don't know why it ended there. Oh, and then it starts again, okay. Good. I don't know if there is a maximum how long it can last, but yeah, it should just be like, yeah. Alright, then there's another gold fever up here if we need to pick it up. And we're actually moving towards the thing, by the way. Because the magnet is really bad, of course, that's the main problem. Oh, this one. Okay, good. What's our... it's at 96% curse. So, I mean, at 100% curse, I believe they have like double the health or whatever it is. And then at 200, of course, it's more than that. You know. But bats never have a lot of health. That's the thing, right? So even if you have the bats that have like 10 times the amount of health, the bats don't take a long time to kill. That's the thing. Now so 400,000. And I greed is only at 158%. I'm a bit disappointed with how slow the greed is going up. Well, keep on, of course, in mind that if you start investing into this character, of course, and getting a lot of X on this, and you happen to get like the greed up to a high percentage. I don't know, remember what greed maxes out at, you know, for example, but yeah. Right, then there's only red ones here at the end. This is actually good. Right, we're probably not gonna reach 500,000, but still, I mean, that's still very good. But it kind of depends on where the block spawns, by the way, and how quickly you can kill blocks, because when the blocks spawn, by the way, the quicker you can kill blocks, the better. Oh, this could be really good, this could be huge. Because sometimes the chest, of course, gives you a lot of money. Sometimes. A few more seconds. With our immunity. I'm going to revive there so we get more cash though by doing that. Technically. Okay, and we got 470,493 gold in that. And that spiral did the most damage with 11.4k damage. So later didn't do that much though, which is only did 1.4k. But yeah. So on what weapon did it say? Was that on a weapon it said? The thing with the cards? Right, because it says on what is it? Not on Soul Eater, not on Flock Destroyer. Which weapon was it when it mentioned that? Was it during this round? Like it mentions like blah blah blah, okay, like this is affected by this. Because it had nothing to do with the greed thing. Did it have to do with this one? No. It doesn't have to do with the greed. Because right, it has to do with 19. Heart of Fire gets affected by it. This one yellow crystal is the weapons practice of chance of crystal miss. I kind of wish they showed you the things down there that they. And then 19, 14, and 2. Twist Twilight, we can release the weapons practice and explosion will expire. Explosion is affected by curse. It's weapons practice, exploding impact lights also explode. Character explosion damage. Okay, so it's about explosions. Yeah. Chaos Malachite I have not tried out yet, by the way. Because that allows Mortasio to morph. And stuff that. And of course certain ones are of course like certain ones of these like. So you can use that's just the whole Ensar, Pizia, Red Muscle, Twice Upon a Time, Flock Destroyer, all of these are just like counterpart weapons, like Yemeni weapons. I kind of wish there would be more Yemeni weapons though, of kind of from like the new things and stuff that like counterparts to certain things, but yeah. So that's like, that's experience games. Can I? No, cannot be seen, okay. But you can, okay. You can see that, you can see that, you can see that. You can see back and you can see floor chicken, you can see the clover, you can see the clover. Okay. And this upgrade, gift of victory sword, the more enemies are defeated, the stronger it grows. Your soul solution. Right. So only one golden egg on that. Kings XP one picking up golds. Up gold, coins and coin bags start with temporarily reduced might. Yeah, and it gains might over time as well, up to a certain amount, but yeah. Poe is what I would want to farm like up eggs with, by the way, so yeah. So yes, should we unlock the thing then? Missing now? Or I could unlock missing now, right? Yeah. Or we could unlock the. Or we could of course get a bunch more of the seal here. You can of course get curse here as well. So yeah. No Spanish, blah blah blah. There we go. It will literally eat the world. But it just looks like this would be way better to farm like the green thing. But I think it has to do with the fact that that levels up with like the coins and stuff that. And apparently the coin bonus lasts longer on this character, just like how it does on Trouser as well. Like greed every level, gold fever lasts longer. And he also has like the gold fever lasts longer, but it's not like pointed out there and stuff like that, so yeah. We still have 169,000 there, so I could power up some things here. Let's go with blah. Okay. Because that's gonna be like, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so it's 20 things that you can seal. So we will be able to seal 20 things in the collection pretty much, is what you can see. And yeah, this is the whole gift of candy box, allows to choose among a section of advanced weapons, super candy box, 2 turbo and then candy box. And these are insane, by the way, because the thing is, like, if you seal enough stuff, right, then you can make it so that, okay, you don't need to seal the evolution of things, but you can, for example, seal a lot of things so that these become more, that this happens more often. Of course, the good thing with, you know, Trouser, for example, is that Trouser start with the candy box thing and stuff that. There is yet not a character there that starts with the candy box turbo, because that would maybe be too powerful, I guess. But yeah, you can kind of see how she's in there. Pretty much, she's here. But technically, there's also something with blue hair here. That's maybe Death. Maybe. It looks like it could be. You know, so yeah, that's interesting, because this is basically that character. Like that. The question is, what's that blue thing supposed to be? Is it supposed to be Eleanor? It's interesting. But yeah. But that's probably gonna do it for this time, you know, and stuff that. But yeah, you know, I kind of wish I would have shown more, you know, like been able to show more with Poe, for example. And I mean, I did show you where you could do the grind, you know, of course, for the thing on this stage on the upwards Foscari, where you could get the where you can get the you know, the golden eggs and stuff that. Although I'm pretty certain those golden eggs did not go into any character here and stuff that, I don't think. 2, 4, 7, 0, 2, 14, 9, 3, 1, 11, 0, 10, 1, 4, 5, 12, 2, 9, 9, 8, 0, 11, 9, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0 on random, because 6, 0, 1, 4, 9, 649. I got some Papino, none on Trouser, 10 on Games, 0, 1. 0 of course, because you cannot earn any golden eggs. 13, 13, 4, 4, 2, 4, 9, 0, 0, 10, 248, 8, 1, 1, 208, 0, 1, and 0. So yeah, and keep in mind this gets more projectiles every 20 levels, max plus 4. That's the same thing with the skeleton as well as Motasio here. It gets more projectile, but that's max plus 3, max plus 3, max plus 3, max plus 3. So this is basically like a stronger version of those style of characters with the whole plus 4 thing. Which is interesting, because that also means that if you equip a duplicator, you can get an even higher amount, and then if you also get the badge, then the Academy badge, then you can get very, very high. But yeah, Maruto is really good, by the way, because armor plus 5, armor plus 8 of course on this, because it's the boss character. But yeah, because otherwise I think plus 5 is probably like insanely good. Plus 4 on this, for example, plus 8 on that. But plus 5 matches Sayuto. Okay, and this Sayuto also has plus 5 armor. She has plus 6 of course. Yeah, plus 8 armor. But that I think is because of the golden eggs actually. And plus 8 armor on Leda, but Leda is kind of like a boss character as well, because yeah, this very, you know, yeah. But the thing is, with for example, if you go with Maruto, so gains temporary armor bonus after getting damaged, receive Academy badge at level 30. And the thing is, when he does when you get the sword to level 5, also on other characters, you see you make the loud sound, and then the loud sound basically, because this kind of like a crunch that happens on the ground, and that's an area of effect style of attack. I don't know if it does damage per second, because it does persist for a while, so I don't know if getting, for example, making a thing last longer, if that affects it or not, you know, stuff that I don't know if it does or not. But yeah, I'm just turning up here because I'm gonna eventually go with high volume here, because yeah. So yeah, so pretty much done with the collection there. I'm not of course done with the game yet, even though we have all the unlocks and stuff there, because yeah, still missing from the beastie area though, 2 things. So yeah. Now it is good of course that they do remember which one you've chosen here now between like games and stuff that. It's pretty crazy now how certain of the characters changed from like the old stuff, you know, and compared to the new stuff, you know, how certain of the characters change in their appearances, you know, and stuff like that. I kind of prefer some of the old looks on certain of the characters, but on certain ones, the new ones looks like way better and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of wish them on more skins though. But yeah. Of course, if you think about it, okay, so the first expansion was Japanese focused, but it wasn't like an anime thing, you know, either, because this was like a lot of mythical things, you know, stuff like that. But then, of course, this was more like not a D&D thing, but it was like very, very gauntlet-esque, but also a bit anime-esque. Like a lot of, there have been actually people complaining about your why did they turn into anime? Or whatever, and I guess it's just because of low IQ people just immediately seeing Naruto and then that's guts, that's an anime, therefore it's bad, game is blah 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 or whatever bad. And whatever, because you know there have been like dumb people that have been tricked into thinking that certain things are bad, like immediately like, oh, this is this, so therefore I must hate one. Because they don't know why they do it, you know, they just know that they you know, need to do it. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this time. I will probably start uploading this right away, hopefully, and stuff like that. I want to talk about Resident Evil 4 Remake, by the way, because I haven't fully played through it yet. I haven't even gotten to the castle yet. And yeah, I did like play it on the release and stuff like that, and I did play it for a few days, or whatever. I didn't play it much every time I played it, you know, but and stuff like that, but then just, you know, but then I managed to stretch myself in a bad way. When I was sleeping at one point, and I had a lot of pain, so I was in a lot of pain on one of my shoulders. Basically, I managed to stretch, or not dislocate one of the shoulders, but one of the shoulders ended up in a really bad spot, so it hurted when I was trying to like sleep, or when I was sitting in a certain position. And it was okay for sitting in front of the PC, but then if I would sit and like play games on the PS5, for example, it would be way worse and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's just, you know, so that was really annoying. And then sometimes, you know, I don't feel like playing games, you know. Sometimes, you know, like certain days I just don't play games at all, right? And sometimes I can go like a really long time, right? Sometimes I can go over a month without playing games, even more than that sometimes, you know. And sometimes it's because I have YouTube stuff to catch up on. I want to watch this on YouTube or whatever, right? And also one last thing, right? If you, for example, the main problem is that on YouTube, unless I go into a certain section, if I need to check, for example, for messages on YouTube, I need to go in on a certain specific section, because otherwise, if someone leaves a comment, there's like notifications where a message, if someone sends me a message, where it can show up in the notifications. But then if you subscribe to a lot of people, and you have it so that each time someone posts a new video, for example, and you have it so that it shows up in their notifications, if you subscribe to a lot of people, like you subscribe to maybe more than 30 people, 40 people, then you're gonna have a lot of things in the box, and then it can be really hard to see, you know, it can be really hard to see like, oh, this is a message that directly are at me, you know, like it's really hard to see, you know, because I think someone has sent me a message, although I'm not quite sure. I need to go in and check, you know, and stuff that I should probably check the message, because I think someone sent me a message, you know, one of my Swedish friends, you know, sent me a message, I think. I don't know, it's so hard to see sometimes, because it's just like, okay, you have 20 or whatever, like, or 30 notifications, and then it's just like, okay, like, and then indicate, okay, this is a video that someone posted, or this is a video, and then like being like, and if you have a ton, then you normally like scroll to the bottom like very quickly, and you don't like really check each individual thing, you know, you don't really check it and read like, oh, this is a message, or, you know, whatever, like it doesn't stand out and stuff that, and it's just like, and the fact that, okay, like, yes, I can just go in, you know, and I can go in and take messages on the YouTube, but then, you know, you need to go in with a YouTube thing, then, you know, you need to go to the, not to your regular channel page, even, you need to go into the YouTube studio, And there sometimes the message shows up there like latest message, but sometimes it only shows up on your latest videos or whatever it is, and it's just like weird like that, you know. It's very old like that, but yeah. I think the best thing is, of course, if someone really want to talk to me, you know, and to, you know, like, you know, friend me on like Twitter and stuff like that, because on Twitter it's easier to tell when someone sends a message and stuff that, you know, and stuff that, you know, so yeah. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.